Hi guys, it's Becca. Happy 2014! Woo! I am so excited to start off the new year and to announce that my 2014 word is the word joy. First of all, I'm excited because J's are like my least used sticker pack letter. Seriously, I have all the J's in all of the packs I have. So, whoop for that. I had the word moment 2 years ago. Last year was the word play, and this year is the word joy. And I think it suits me really well because I am pretty positive. I kind of turn every negative situation into a positive by just thinking like there's a reason this happened. And there's so many quotes out there. I did some searching on words and I found a quote that said something like, comparison is the thief of joy, and today I choose joy, and just words that meant a lot to, just quotes that meant a lot to me. So joy is my word for 2014, and I think it's going to remind me to go back to the basics and be happy about life and be happy about the things that I get, and today I am happy. So 2014, I'm going to make my next video tomorrow, and I don't know when I'll post it, maybe tomorrow, I'm not sure. But I'm going to make it my 2013 scrapbook fads because I went back and watched my 2011 scrapbook fads and it was awesome. Like the whole time I was like, you go girl, that's so true. I agree with you. Like I felt like I wasn't even watching myself. Sometimes when I go back and watch videos from like years ago, it just puts a smile on my face and makes me think like, yeah, Becca, that's right, girl. You got it down. And a lot of those little things that I was using then, I'm still using now. So it'll be fun to do a new video. And I kind of wish I wouldn't have watched the video before I start my next one, but it did remind me that I do enjoy going back and watching those kind of videos. So I will be making one in the next week or so. Tomorrow I have a girlfriend coming, and then 2 days from now I have my mom and another girlfriend coming. So the four of us are going to spend 3-4 days scrapbooking down here in my husband's bar / scrapbook room. And this is where I keep all my scrapbook stuff, and over here, and it's going to be kind of bright, but this is basically where I scrapbook. Kind of like lay it all out and then scrapbook up on the bar stool. I like standing while I scrapbook now. It's kind of my new thing. I guess I always have, but my feet get really sore because I'm a stay-at-home mom and I'm used to sitting on my butt and like rolling around on the floor playing. So that's kind of new. Today, yesterday, we went out of town to go to my friend's house and spend New Year's Eve and New Year's Day with them and our kids. And I stopped at my favorite scrapbook store like I do every year. I didn't stop today. I don't know if the sales are different today, but the website didn't really reflect that. So I just went yesterday and I picked up some things, and really I will show you them. They're not that much stuff. I was just wondering where my scrapbook layout is that I made for 2014. I should show that first in case you guys want to watch that instead. So just a second. I will be right back. Oh, I know where it is. It's up here in the last week of video layouts I made. So, guys, okay, my first scrapbook related goal is to actually put the layouts I make in protectors and in books before within a couple of days. I have so many layouts that I've been making. This one is so cute. Look at my little guys. Oh, they're so cute. Banners are not cool but anymore. Sorry guys if you use banners, but my fad with banners are over, but I kind of saw this idea of using different texture or different types of banners. Okay, so let's see here. This is funny because I'll show you guys the first one I did and then you'll be like, wow, she sucks. And then the second one, which is okay. So kind of an ongoing internal joke with myself, and maybe I have jinxed myself, but it seems like when I haven't scrapbooked for like a week or more, the first page I do when I sit down is like horrid. Well, here. This is my 2014 layout of goals, basically. And, you know, if you sit down and you read them, they kind of make sense, and they'll make sense to me, but it just looks like clustery junk. And my handwriting is messy because I thought that would be kind of cool to just kind of scribble on it. And it turned out like just horrible to me. I'm sorry. It just did. There was no like rhyme or reason or like feng shui to the page. So I made this one instead. And basically, I like it much better. It's totally my style right now, which in 2013, I kind of went through more of an embellished style where I'm using like more little tiny details and things like that. And I'm already kind of sort of thinking this next year is going to phase more into more photos on a page because I am kind of behind. I have to go all the way back to the spring of this year, so I have like 9 months to scrapbook. I know. But for me, that's a lot. Like my last couple crops, I've only gotten about 40 or 50 pages done, and normally I do about 80, and that keeps me going like through the year. But I haven't taken as many photos, and I'm just behind. And I think that is because Colton is older. My oldest son is now 2.5, so I don't take pictures like every day like I used to. And my husband works a lot this year. He took on a new job about 2 years, like a year and a half ago. And he's been working so much. So it seems like we just aren't doing as much stuff. So, okay, so here it is. Blah, blah, blah. Over here I have the year. And this basically shows the word of the year for me. And the color. My power color has been teal for a long time. Like years and years. Like 6 years. And like, I don't know, about a week ago I just decided that it's time for a new power color, and I like the color red, and I'm going with red. And I'm not saying that red is my favorite color, but it's my power color. And it happened like somewhere between Christmas and New Year's. And all of a sudden I'm just like, oh my gosh, like I love red stuff. Like I went and I bought a bunch of red Christmas clearance stuff, and I want a red, like the bedspread I want is red, and I'm just going to go with red this year. I'm going to try it and see, because it's such a powerful, strong color, and I really need that. Like, I need some zest. Because teal has been my color since before even college. I'm talking, well, like maybe 10 years. Okay, so anyways, and then this little section up here is basically just a contribution to my crafting. It's just a little like mention, like, because it's such a big part of me. Like, this is like about 50% of me is my craftingness, whether it's cooking or decorating my house or buying cute things or crafting my crafts. So that's got a section of its own. And then over here is a section of my family and my beautiful little babies. Can you guys see that? This is one of my Christmas cards. I got my Christmas cards so late, I could not send them. Like, it was embarrassing. And then I couldn't find my address book. So out of like the 30 cards, I sent 7. So I've got a lot of cards to cut up, and they're double-sided, which just kills me. Okay, and then the very last part over here is there's a just go. And the reason why this little piece is right here is because my husband and I love to travel. Even if it's camping an hour down the road, even if it's going to grandma's house and sacrificing like maybe eating spaghetti for like a couple nights a week to save money for gas or something, we just have to go, or we get really like anxious and kind of crabby, and I don't like making excuses like, well, we can't come because we don't have any money and things like that. So just go symbolizes a lot. It also is kind of like our teetering right now between going on a spring break vacation or not. It's been 3 years since we've gotten away together, even for like a weekend. So that is why I have just go, because we are kind of teetering right now, and I just really think we should just sacrifice the money and just get out. Down here is just a little saying, and it says, today I choose joy. And I chose to put one person here because I, as the mother of the household, really affect the attitude of my kids and my husband. So if I wake up in the morning and I'm crabby, it really makes everyone in the house crabby. So I really felt it important to just focus on myself, and none of my resolutions are geared towards anybody else. They're for me, and that's why I did that. Now over here, you saw me pull this out. And these little details throughout the page mean a lot to me. Like over here, the cameras. It's just like, remember to take pictures. Remember to take pictures. So here's my list of all of my goals, and I'm not going to read them all to you. But it's everything from like the big things that I expect to happen, the big things I want to happen, to the like miniature goals that I have for myself personally. Like the big thing I want to happen is that our house would sell and we could buy a new house. Our house is perfectly fine. It's like 2,500 square feet, 4 bedrooms. I mean, we have a bar, an office, and 2 living spaces, a dining. I mean, we are very comfortable. It's just not in the right town. So if you guys know me, that's where we are right now. We need to move like about an hour east of where we are, and we're kind of stuck here until our house sells. And then, or like my hope is that I graduate in May. I have gotten 3 semesters of President's List, and I have 1 semester left to go and an internship, and my goal is that I graduate and get a job this year. So I'm just so doubtful. I don't know what my problem is. Like more personal goals would be things like, I was telling you, get my scrapbook pages in albums. You guys would be embarrassed to see how many pages I have that are not in albums. And then I've got the biggest one on my list, and this is a personal thing. It's like just buying quality and not quantity. I didn't grow up with a lot of money, and I tend to just buy things because they're on sale or go garage sailing or things like that. And I just want to buy things that aren't going to need to be replaced in like 2 or 3 or 4 years. That's a big deal to me. Like I deserve nice things, and I will eventually spend less money by buying nice things than I will by buying things that are already used. So, one of the funny things I have, and we ran a half marathon this year, so I mean this was a pretty big momentous year, like personally, but I want to run a mud run. Like I've never run a mud run before, and that's different than a marathon or a run because you have to do different things. Like I have to be stronger in other ways. So there's a whole list. There's about 20 things on here to just remind myself, but I did put them in an envelope that I cannot see unless I want to open the scrapbook page and look at it, because I think that like not everybody needs to see my personal goals. That's for me. Okay. Oh my gosh, 13 minutes, you guys. I'm so sorry, but this is what you get for not watching a video for a long time. I'll go through the rest of it pretty fast because you guys have seen this stuff before. The rest of it is just a haul that I did. Now, our scrapbook store was having a 20% off of everything that you buy, and then even if it was on sale, and like barely anything was on sale. But this was the Everyday Eclectic line from Echo Park, and I have used this a ton. Like this, you can see the papers on here, but they're just really nice pastel-y patterns. And you know, because they're scaled down, they'll look a little bit different, and perfect for like the Project Life pages and stuff because the print is so small. And then I also got the Happy Camper one. I have the full-size one of these, but since I have not scrapbooked summer yet, I have all of this to still use. So this will be nice to have all of these papers in a smaller print to mix and match on my big pages. And then I got the, at our scrapbook store, all of the Project Life was on sale 40%. So it was down 40%, and then you get an extra 20% off. So, and then I'm a member, so I get 10% off of what's left over onto reward dollars. So I got essentially about 70% off by the end of it, if you look at it that way. So I got the Becky Higgins Project Life. I think these are the A ones, and they basically have, I take most of my pictures lengthwise, and then the up and down smaller 3x4s. And the reason why is because it seems like all of the Project Life packages I buy are up and down, like the portrait style, instead of landscape. So that's nice. And then I bought this. This is my 2014 family book. I told you guys a while back that I'm actually separating them. So these will be like the holidays and the special family occasions, like camping and boating and things like that. And then the kids each have their own album. And I'm intending to, it looks like about maybe 2 years to each album for them. So like the girls' dance recitals and things like that, I might put like a single page in here and a double page in theirs. So I think that's really slowed down my scrapbooking style, but I think in the end it'll mean more to the kids. Even though it's like much easier for me to pump out like 80 pages and just be done, I find myself like thinking harder, like who would want a picture of this, and I'll do it and I'll print too, and it is slowing things down quite substantially for me, but I think it's worth it. So I got this. This is the Project Life one, and I got it for like 12 bucks instead of like 24 or 29. So that's like $29. So that was a good deal. And then I got these, which they match all of the camping stuff I'm doing. It's Project Life, and it's called the Great Outdoors. Hi, Lulu. Good night. Good night. I love you. Night. I'll wake you up in the morning. 5:45 a.m.
I'll set an alarm.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll wake you up too.
No, you won't. Stay sleeping.
Oh, well, okay. We'll see. So I'm excited for these because they're Project Life kind of cards, and they'll go great in my albums, and I have been cutting them up. I have to admit, like some of them have cute sayings or cute little like this one here. That's kind of cute, but I like cut it out and I use it as an embellishment. But I think like this pack was probably $6.99, and with 70% off, I think I probably paid $2 for this. So that's pretty good. The last thing I bought, I bought these too, and I already had these, but I used almost every single one of them. I think I only have like the bow tie left, and I already have plans for it. So bought another Bits and Pieces from Amy Tangerine's line. It's called the it's not cut and paste, but I want to call it cut and paste. I don't know. All right, and the last thing I bought was a slew of cardstock. This was $19.99, and they had it in sale for $14, and then I got 20% off, and I needed more cardstock, and it's just like super random colors, but I am really low on my cardstock. I usually go to Joann's and buy 6 for $1, but even this ended up to be cheaper, and I think I'll like the quality of it. So I'm gonna open it while I talk to you. So that's about all that's going on here, you guys. So what have I done? I've told you guys blah, 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 and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. I did talk to you, Kat, hi, and Disney, and Megan, about doing a, like, small room, like a downsizing video, and it's really about organization and how I keep things so that I know where they are and I'm using them. I don't have any outside storage, so really what I have is what I'm using, and it's going great, and I will do a video for that maybe tomorrow and then post it in like a week or so. I try to space these out a little bit, but I'm also on the hunt for a great movie editor. So if any of you guys have any good tips, put it below, because my financial aid for school is coming in, and I really want to buy something that is going to help me besides Microsoft Movie Maker, because like I should just have something nice. So for myself, you know, that's what people do when they get their college money, is they go shopping for jeans and movie editors. So I wish you all a very happy beginning of the new year, and just stay positive and pick a word that brings a smile to your face this year maybe, or just keep it positive. My mom was picking words this year that were like patience and just words that I was like, dude, girlfriend, on a bad day, that could be something kind of feeling kind of ishy. So I wish you all much love and much happiness for 2014, and I will be back to show you my favorites for 2014. And I did 20 on my last video, but I think I'll try to keep it down to maybe 10 because honestly, I really condensed my scrapbooking and I don't want to be pulling stuff that I'm not using just to say I kind of like this, but maybe not. So I'm going to round those up tonight and I will talk to you all later.